When I say the words old map, you probably picture a map with linear patterning, low AR, small circles, or all of the above. Kirby Mix Compilation is a map that definitely fits all of these criteria then. The map was approved on May 30th, 2011 and is a compilation of Susumu Hirasawa's songs mapped by famous mapper Starrod Kirby 86. His style is very distinct and even at the time was so beloved that a compilation of his maps was able to garner attention. The lower difficulty, Kirby Mix, is simply a compilation of part of Starrod Kirby 86's existing Susumu Hirasawa maps, while the Kirby Mix Deluxe difficulty is a fully remapped version with much harder patterns than before. Both would stand as challenges for everyone, as FCing some of the harder Kirby mixes even at that time was difficult, let alone doing a series of them. The Kirby Mix difficulty ended up being FC'd by none other than Wubblefulf only a year and a half after the map was ranked. To put this in perspective, the second person to FC the map, Badu, only achieved his score in late May 2019, nearly 6.5 years later. His no-mod accuracy to this day hasn't been beaten, and the only score to top it has been his own Hidden Hard Rock FC for March 2018. The Kirby Mix Deluxe difficulty would be a different story though and lasted much longer. For nearly 7 years, the map would go without a single person able to FC. Crazily, the first ever S rank on the map would be set in January 2018 while Wubblefulf was casually singing for nearly the entirety of the 11-minute map. That was until, of course, Wubblefulf returned to the map only a few days later and set the first ever no-mod FC with ridiculous 99.85% accuracy. This place still sits as the #1 score on the map at the time of recording and is the only S rank with barely anyone being able to match up to it. Now for one of the most unexpected and possibly best plays of all time. On April 1st, 2018, Wubblefulf is once again attempting Kirby Mix Deluxe, but this time with Hidden Hard Rock, just trying to see what sort of score he can get. To the amazement of everyone, he secured only a single miss at 1954 combo on the jumps during Aurora 2, and a few slider breaks afterward with 98.79% accuracy. The difficulty of this map cannot be understated, as the increased spacing of Kirby Mix Deluxe amplifies the challenge even more for Hidden and especially Hard Rock. Over the next couple of months, he would dump a few attempts into the map, but his big break would come all the way in September. Unfortunately, no live footage survives of this run, but we can still watch the replay to get the gist. Playing like a Kirby Mix robot, Wubblefulf flawlessly hit the beginning of the map, makes it past where he missed in his previous run, and keeps going. Big Brother is arguably the hardest song in the entire compilation with its faster space streams, but Wolf would power through unscathed. Well, until he messed up the beginning of the final song in the compilation, probably due to how nervous he was. Still, ending the run with a 25-21 combo, 98.49% one miss, with only one slider break, he placed far ahead of anyone else. And speaking to his unparalleled ability even further, gained PP on a style of map notorious for being underweighted. He hasn't tried the map again, but rest assured when he does, I have no doubt the FC is coming. To this day, no one can even come close to Wubblefulf's scores on the set, even players you would expect to be able to play this sort of map well. As of recording, he remains the only Hidden Hard Rock FC on Kirby Mix, the only FC at all on Kirby Mix Deluxe, and has nearly FC'd it with Hidden Hard Rock as well. His dominance on extremely difficult maps like these are just all the more reason to never underestimate his ability. I think it's safe to say that no one can quite play Kirby Mixes like Wubblefulf can.